Morning, ladies. You're seeing a different view this morning. I'm sorry. You aren't going to believe this, but my, good morning. Please tell me you girls can see this as an overhead view. You're not going to believe this. I've actually been fighting with TELUS for, well, you would think weeks now. But our internet went down last week. They came out, they replaced all the equipment. I had beautiful internet up until yesterday. And then my internet went down. So I'm actually currently just, running on data. You can see the overhead view. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Denise. It's going to be a little tricky for me. I'm going to get on my toes. I'm just actually doing this through my phone. Unfortunately, the data strength isn't strong enough to run a Bluetooth connection. I paired it to my phone, like my computer, but it's not strong enough. I can't get the usual layout view. So you know what? You guys are just going to get to see everything really close up, and you're not going to get to see me, which is really too bad because I'm wearing a cute dress today that I was going to show you, but whatever. It's okay. You didn't come to see my clothes. You came to see a project. So I have lots of things to show you. I promise you, if I miss your comments, I will, you know that I always go back and read everything and try to reply to everybody. So just keep commenting and I'll get back to you. And hopefully, if you girls, if there's any questions, if anyone knows the answer and I happen to miss it, if you guys can help each other out, that'd be awesome. So anyway, so good morning. Hello. I'm waving at you. I'm saying good morning. This is the layout that we're creating today, but I'm going to set it aside. I'll post a photo of the dress later. Yes, Sarah, for sure. It's super cute. So anyway, I'm going to just set this aside because I wanted to start by showing you some awesome things before we get crafty. So I'm going to spend just a couple of minutes. Often you come to see your clothes. Yes, thanks, Lindsay. I know. I was super excited this morning. It's a cute like white eyelet lace dress. So with really great little sleeves. But anyway, I will post a picture. So, yes, crazy internet issues, fighting with TELUS all day yesterday, have no idea what the deal is, but they're coming out tomorrow. They couldn't come out today. So, anyway, here we are, but that's okay. We can do this, right? The overhead view is good. So I wanted to show you just a couple of things. I know that some of you missed the card class on Wednesday. These are the cards that we made. And I think they were super cute. They were a lot of fun. Just a little window card with my little butterflies, and then this cute little one with the butterflies with the raising them up. I've got some nice embossed cardstock here. So this is what we made on Wednesday if you missed that class, but these were all made with our new summer printable. So I think I've got that in the view there, you can see. So this is on the website right now. And it has all these little great pieces. So for summer love paper strip, summertime in the living is easy, a couple of cards and these pre-printed pieces, and then all these pieces that you can cut out. So I cut out the grass obviously on this, but like how freaking cute is that, right? So fun. So Trina and I had lots of fun creating this sheet. So that's on the website right now. And the cool thing about this, I'm just gonna set these cards aside. Cool thing about this is that we coordinated the color scheme with this new kit. So this is the new summertime kit. You can hear me moving things around. This is the sticker sheet that's optional. You can do that as an add-on. Good morning everybody. Good morning. You know what? This view is probably going to work out really well, you guys, for this inky technique anyway. You'll get to see it up close anyway. But so the printable is in the same colors. So you can download this and then you can use it with the summertime collection. So I'll just set this aside because I want to go through this kit really quick with you girls so that you can see kind of what's included. So this is an add-on, this sticker sheet. If you want to purchase that, you can purchase that as an add-on. I'll just set that aside. And then this is what comes in the kit. It is so cute. So many fun papers in this. And washi tape. You guys are loving the washi tape. So you get this little pineapple one, which is so cute. Good morning, everybody. Hi. And then this really fun summer flowers. So you get both of those washies. Pack of enamel dots by Echo Park. Some foam thickers. I love these ones. I use these ones lots because they've got the upper and lower case. So those ones are really great. And then these are the papers that are included. So you get a sheet of this one with the cards. And then the back is this really fun lined paper. You could even use that more as like the wood, like a wood background if you wanted. So that one's super cute. And then a full sheet of the pineapple. And the back of that is this really cute splish splash paper. This one's got all kinds of fun summer sayings on it. And then on the back is this beautiful pinky color, which if you're taking the doubles class, actually I use this on a couple of layouts. Such a great line. This one, look at how fun that is with the fruit. But look at the back. It's the seeds from the watermelon. Super fun, hey? Oh, that's okay. You missed the add-on, Lindsay. You can always go on and choose local pickup if you want to purchase it. Choose local pickup so that you don't pay extra shipping, and I will add it to your order for you because that's not going to go out until early next week. So this one, look at how fun this is. All these cute pieces, and I love this. And I use this in the card. I'm going to reach over. I don't know what you can see, but there you go. I use this on the inside of this card as like the inside of the window. It's a really fun little floral piece. And how freaking cute is this? Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Oh, you're using this today? Oh, good, Carolyn. It's so cute. But I mean, come on. I actually would like all of these bathing suits. I would wear all of these. They're so cute. And then like the wavy blue water on the back. And then this fun polka dot. And this gingham I love. So cute. This one's really cute. It's got all the, you guys should, too bad it wasn't like a drinking game. You could like take a shot every time I said cute. This one's really cute. This one's really cute. They're all really cute. So I clearly keep repeating myself. Anyway, this one's got all the fun. It's got like some ice cream cones and palm trees and sunglasses and then a really cute pink piece on the back. Yep, there we go again. Cute again. How about fun? Let's say this one's fun. So then this one's got some really fun phrases on it. And if you didn't want to use that, you could use this yellow stripe, which I'm kind of obsessed with. I've used that a couple of times already. And then this is like almost like a paint splatter dot. So it almost looks like you took a paintbrush and just did the presses of the color. And then this tone-on-tone blue navy piece on the back. And then a ton of cardstock. You get some yellow, craft, red, white, and navy. So that is all in that summertime kit. So those are on the website right now. There are less of the sticker sheet, than there are of the kits. So if you do want this kit and you want the sticker sheet, you might want to go and grab that before those are sold. I'm just going to set that aside. So that was one thing I really wanted to show you. And then I know that lots of you have been ordering the new washi tape. But I want to show you some of these ones. I want to make sure you guys can see that. Yeah, it's so cute. Hey, Heather. Yeah, cute, right? Cute. God, you guys would be drunk by now if you were doing that. Anyway, look at how adorable these packs are. So these are just a handful. I wanted to just show you really quick, kind of up close, because I know sometimes it's hard to see on a website. But these packs, there's only a handful left of these packs of washi. So they've got 8 rolls in them. These are so cute. I'm just going to hold it up. I think you guys can see that nice and close. So there's like cherries and ice cream cones, and then there's like gold words and some florals and stripes, and then a gold. We all know how much I love a gold. So that one's really sweet. And then this one is really nice too. Look at this. Look at the gold glitter and all of these like abstract. So that's really fun. And then there's these kinds too. And there's a bunch of these, like the packs that have got the 3 in. So these are all just adorable. Look at this little unicorn. So those are fun. And then just tons of single rolls, like lots of different patterns, florals and dots. And this one's actually so sweet for, it's called Going Places by Doodlebug. So for travel. Stripes. This one I love. Actually, I'm surprised this one hasn't sold more because I just think you could use this for so many things, the on the road. So anyway, I don't even know how many there are there. I honestly ordered so much washi tape. So there's lots on the website if you're looking to add some more of that. And then this is not on the website yet. Hey, Antoinette. Yes, you did order lots. Your box was full of washi. Such a cute box of things that you ordered. It's going to be fun for you to get that. So this is all brand new. Just came in. I actually showed the girls on Wednesday. It is not up on the website yet because I'm right in the middle of putting kits together. This is the 2 new Simple Stories Christmas collections for 2020. So they've just started hitting stores over the last few weeks. So I've got my collection in and I'm just putting them all together. And I know you're probably saying, we just came out of Christmas in July and we're not ready for Christmas again. And that's totally fine. But this is going to hit the website here within the next week or so. And I will not be reordering it. So though Christmas, you're probably a little over it at the moment. These are fantastic, beautiful collections. And if you are thinking that you might like to use them for your Christmas projects this year, do grab them when you see them go on the website. Because like I said, I know they were selling quick through Simple Stories themselves for all the stores, and the stores are already, everybody's already selling it. So you just want to make sure if you want it that you grab it. So what I loved the most, this really made me, this is the Simple Vintage collection. But this took me back to my childhood. Like, how adorable is this? Just a second, I want to show you this. Look at how, can you even believe, can you see that? There we go. That is the Santa from my childhood. I mean, how beautiful is that, right? So all of these fun pattern papers. This is just the 6x8 paper pad. I've got all the 12x12 papers. Look at these. Hold up those close, but like the old style, the old Santa, the original Santa pieces. And then there's the Jingle All the Way collection, which is so sweet as well. So it's a little bit deeper in the colors. It's like the deep red. It's got a bit of the different, kind of just those older pattern, like the Help Me Out Girls, not Gingham. You know what I'm talking about. What do they call that one? Somebody's going to type it in there, I know. But anyway, all of these fun things. And the Santa is a little bit more, not cartoony, but he's not so old school. But the colors are super soft. I love the blue in this. This pack is adorable. So you could do so many like Advent projects and things with that. All of the numbers. The enamel dots, which are super cute. And this washi tape. So I got washi tape for both collections. So they're sets of 3. But how fun. Look at the little tree on the... Good morning everyone. Yes, good afternoon, Adele. It's afternoon for you. And this is adorable. And this reminds me of old school. Do you remember the sticker books of that you used to put on your packages, like when you were a kid, when you were wrapping? This reminds me of that. And it's just full of all kinds of stickers and words and shapes and all these little journaling spots. And then we've got some letters in the back and the numbers, and then these strips as well. So that little sticker book, super cute. These, how fun. Look at all these brads. They're all the enamel brads, so they've all got different shapes or phrases on them, and then a few cardstock stickers. These are ridiculous, and I think these are going to sell out really quickly. So some of these I think are going to go in kits, and then I will have a handful only that are going to sell as singles, but they are puffy. They're like the thickers. So they're puffy words, 2-sided, and look at that Santa. I mean, come on. Buffalo check. Thank you, Carolyn. I knew it was there. It was on the tip of my tongue. Do you think I could say that word? Thank you. Buffalo check. That's the one I was looking for. And then these are nothing to do with the Christmas collection, but I did bring in a handful of these as well because I know that some of you ladies were loving like the gold words. So this is actually from an older collection of Simple Stories, but I brought some of these in just as singles. So those will go up on the website as well. Just some really great words. And then I still have about 6 boxes of Simple Stories coming. They're just still releasing some of their new product. So it is on its way, but this will hit the website soon. So there's some fun new things. Last thing I want to show you, Simple Stories was super generous, and they have sent me a box full of giveaways for you guys. Are you making a kit of these? Yes. Yep. So there'll be 2 new Christmas kits. And then there'll be some single items as well. Those are all going to go on the website here within the next week or so. I would say that they'll be up before our doubles workshop on the 16th. Speaking of doubles workshop, really quick, if you have not registered, now's the time because the instructions go out Tuesday. They're going to go out Tuesday in the later part of the day. We're just coordinating schedules to get those instruction booklets done up for you. So they'll go out Tuesday late afternoon in the day. So if you aren't registered for the 16th for the 5 doubles, go online and do that ASAP. But anyway, back to Simple Stories. They were incredibly generous. So we're going to be doing shout outs to them on social media, saying a huge thank you. But they sent so many prizes. So there's going to be some prizes for our weekly Facebook draw. And then there'll be prizes also in our doubles workshop from Simple Stories. So the one for this week, so if you girls post your layout from today, you're going to enter into a draw for this little prize pack from Simple Stories. So I added some cardstock to coordinate. There's a handful of pattern papers and this adorable little journal bits and pieces pack, and it's from their Happy Trails collection. So camping, summer, this is gonna be really, really cute for one lucky lady. So make sure you post your layouts from today, and everyone's name will go into a draw for this pack from Simple Stories. And whoever wins it, we're gonna have to make sure we take a picture and tag Simple Stories and say thank you. But it's just really, really sweet when the manufacturers donate prizes for classes like we're doing. So anyway, so that is your prize for this week. And I think that that is everything at the moment. So let's get started on our ink project. So I'm hoping some of you have all your ink supplies ready if you're wanting to try that. This is going to be really fun and easy. So I am in no way a mixed media artist. I never claimed to be. I won't ever claim to be, but I do dabble in a little bit of inking here and there. So this is a really fun and easy way to get a really nice inked background really easily. So you can see it here where it's all on the back of my cardstock. And it just gives you this really fun base to play with without using the pattern paper. Obviously we do so many things with pattern paper. It's amazing, all the things, but this is just a really fun alternative, right? Something different to do. You can do this on cards, traveler's notebooks, any projects you're working on. And we're gonna do it to make our base. So it is really easy. You can, and I know that a lot of you are really into the mixed media. And, oh, good morning. Hi, everyone. Hi. Yeah, the Simple Stories pack is awesome. So fun, for sure. Again, for those of you that are just joining, I'm sorry for the overhead view, some technical difficulties. Telus is going to be paying for my bill for a few months. But anyway, this is actually really good for you guys to see this from the overhead view anyway. So anyway, this is quick and easy. Lots of you I know are really into mixed media, and there's so many incredible techniques out there that you can do with so many different products. But this is just a really quick and easy way to do it with things that most of us have on hand, okay? So this is just a craft mat. You can get them anywhere. They're just like, they're easy to clean off, right? So they're kind of almost, you know, you could use wax paper, girls, if you don't have this at home. I will say, if you have the opportunity to purchase one, they're not very much money. That's not a huge investment, but if you do have the opportunity to purchase one, I know there's lots of shops that carry them online and in person. If you have the opportunity, just grab one because you can use this for lots of things. But use your mat. Then you're just going to use an ink pad. Most of us have ink pads. This is just a very inexpensive brush. I actually got this set on Amazon, and I might even just probably post them in my stories as well and show you, but just on Amazon, just like craft brushes. And this one you can see it's got like lots of bristles, so you can use this, you can use a sponge, you can use your finger daubers. I don't think I have any sitting right here. Let me just 2 seconds. For those of you that don't know what a finger dauber is, nope, I thought I had a pack. Oh, I do. Hang on. I know I sound like I'm walking away. I'm not. I'm right here. These are finger daubers. Here, I'm just going to open this package. Those are finger daubers. They just literally sit on your finger, put them in your ink, and brush them on. So you can use those. And your effects are just going to be different depending on what you're using. And then I just have this little, actually this is one of my oil bottles that I use for mixing different oils. But I just have water in this one because it's got a spray on it. So that's it, just super, super easy things that you should have laying around as a crafter. So all I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna just show you how I did this. So if you're ready to get started, I'm using a white cardstock just because I want my blue to really stand out. Anytime you're doing inking, a lighter cardstock is gonna be better for you. specifically white if you can. So anyway, all I do is I just put a little bit of ink on my mat. That's it. Super easy. And again, you can do it with like water brushes. Those are really fun. I know lots of you have water brushes. Those are easy to use too. And then just take your spray and just put a little bit of water and just get it all a little bit more wet. Can you guys see that? It's all good. Lots of brands. Yes, lots of brands of these brushes for sure. They're just easy. You know, I mean, God, girls, you could even use like a really dense blush brush. Like your effect's going to be different depending on what you're using. So I'm going to move this over just slightly. I think you can still see that in there. And I want to bring my cardstock in. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just doing this and I'm just picking up the ink on my brush. Okay, I think you can still see me. And then I'm just going to come over to my paper and I'm literally just brushing it on. So whatever effect you want, there is no right or wrong, right? Thick, light, whatever you like. And then just brush it along your paper. So the trick too, you don't want to get, if you're just using regular cardstock, I mean, there's art cardstocks out there, there's thicker cardstocks that absorb the water a little bit better. But when you're just using your regular supplies at home, we haven't put much water on this. So it's not super, super wet, right? You can go over a little bit. You don't want to go over too many times though, because again, you're just using regular cardstock. And that's it. Like just like that, so easy. The trick about not getting too much water, you don't want your paper too wet because then you do get that like wavy buckle, but that was it. It's so easy to do with just a few supplies from home. So if you're into the mixed media, you have all of the amazing things and that's incredible and you're going to do beautiful papers. But if you're just dabbling and it's not something that you really want to do often, but you still would like to have like a fun effect, this is a really, really easy way for you to do it at home. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And then I just take my wet wipes. You guys can do whatever you want to do your like cleanup, but I always just have a pack of wet wipes. And then I just kind of come in here, whatever you're using, I just get a little bit of that off. And then I'm just gonna set that aside and then it's just gonna go ahead and dry for me later. I'm done with my ink. I'm just gonna take this, I'm just gonna wipe off my mat and then I'll set this aside to dry and then I'm ready for next time. So that is all. It is super, super easy. Okay, and then while we're waiting for this to dry, like it does obviously, I mean, it's super dry to the touch, but I do want to just wait for a couple of minutes before we start adhering things on so then we can start cutting our papers. So I'm going to go ahead and just set this aside for a quick minute and I'm going to bring this one back in so that you guys can see. I want to make sure I'm in the screen there for you. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to try not to keep reaching in front of you there. So then I've got all my little pre-cut bits here. So now I'm just going to start giving you some cut measurements and then that way you can cut all your paper and by the time your papers are all cut, we're going to get all these cut together. And when they're ready, then this is going to be dry enough and we can start adhering it onto our base. Are there any questions? Did I lose any of you in that process? I don't think so. Thank you for helping each other out with answering questions. So anyway, so your first cut is going to be this one here. This, you can see it's like this blue, almost looks a little snowflakey, but it's not. It's actually like a little splash. It was in a summer kit. So it's going to be this pattern paper right here. And it's 4x7. On the layout I'm going to do with you, it's this one. Okay, so it's 4x7. So if you've got a pattern paper that you want to make sure you have the orientation correct, your 4 is your horizontal and your 7 is your vertical. So go ahead and cut your 4x7 pattern paper there. Okay, it's gonna be the first one that we put down. Aren't these pictures hilarious? You guys, they're so cute. These guys were jumping. I'm gonna put a little bit closer for you. There's this huge log, went to the river. I think, I had it in my personal stories. I don't think I posted it anywhere else, but the boys, Alex has got a buddy that they went to the river and Emma and I went with and they jumped off this big, huge log. Anyway, the video is super cute, but I was able to get some really great pictures for the layout for them. So that's your first cut. 4x7 is that one. Okay, so we'll get that one, we'll set it aside. Okay, and then the next one that I cut was this one, this swim piece. This is a 4x4 paper. right here, and that's the one that I cut. So I actually did it out of a journal card from the pattern paper. Okay, so that's a 4x4 piece. So if you want to cut that, you can cut it as a journal card. You could put just a piece of pattern paper there, piece of cardstock, whatever you like, and then you can build the title onto it. So I have River Swim. So the swim was pre-printed, and then I added the thickers. Okay, so just a 4x4 piece, and that one's going there. Okay, so if you want to grab that one, cut your little 4x4. How are we doing up there, ladies? I feel like I'm missing things. It's weird. I look forward to Sundays and being able to be on the big screen and showing you everything nice and big, but such is life. Such is technology. That's my big question. That's my big thing with Tell Us yesterday. I was like, hey, I don't live in the middle of the boondocks. Like if I lived in Southern Calgary on an acreage, well, you know what? Then you can tell me that my internet can be spotty. But we live like literally 5 minutes from town. Like there is no reason for this. And I have 3 boosters in my house. It's the weirdest thing. But anyway, whatever. It's all good. Please tell me that you can still see this. How about that? Just make sure you can tell me that you can still see this. Okay. All right. So we've got our 4x7, our 4x4. The next one we're going to cut is this one. You can kind of see it on either edge right here. It's this blue and white one here. And it's 2x11, 2x11. And this is my piece that I cut for the one I'm going to do with you. Okay, so 2x11. So I've cut this word one, and you can see it right behind here. That's where you're going to see it. Okay. 2x11. Can someone please say, yes, we still see your layout and still hear you, or something along those lines, or even a thumbs up. Can I get one of those, please? I just want to make sure that this is still online. Please and thank you. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up. Perfect. Thanks, ladies. How is the inking coming? Are you good? Yes, you're good. Thank you. How's the inking? Did some people, and you know what, girls, if you don't want to do the inking, you don't have to. You could have a plain base for your cardstock, or if you wanted to, you could even do a pattern paper, even like by like 8 inches. 8x12, you could have run that pattern paper right down the center if you chose to not do the inking, because that's not for everybody, and I get that, right? Inking and mixed media isn't, oh good, you can still see and hear me. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you. You know how much I worry. And you know, the technology is starting to come a little bit easier to me, but not totally. I couldn't fix it if I had to try. Okay, so we got this one, right? You got your 2x11. So we got our 4x7, our 4x4, and our 2x11 right here, right? Okay, the next piece that we're gonna cut is this one right here. You can see it's like this orangey one. It looks kind of like sunshines almost, this orange piece here. And that's 1.5x9. Okay, so this I know it's gonna be confusing because you can see the splashes here. On my layout I'm doing with you, this orangey piece is this one. So it's 1.5x9. Okay, and it's going right down here, 1.5x9. Oh, that's a fun side too, hey? Maybe I'll use that side. That one's cute. I think that's totally what I'm gonna do. Use this side instead. Maybe I'll even sand the edges, since you can't see me sanding, since I've always said I'm not gonna sand in front of you. Though, never say never, right? Okay, so 1.5x9. Grab that one, get that one cut, and we'll start putting all these together. A couple more cuts to go. Okay, 1.5x9 on this one. And then this one right here, the splashes, this is 1.5x10. 1.5x10. So now on the layout I'm going to make with you, I really wanted to use these sunglasses because it actually is going to be for some pictures of Emma. Inking done. Awesome. It's going to be for some pictures of Emma that I wanted to use. So this was a pre-printed strip, so it's a little bit more narrow. Okay, so 1.5x10 is the splashes size. But this one, I did the same length, but it's just a little bit more narrow. Okay, so I did 1.5 by 10, and then this one is 1 by 10, the sunglasses piece. So it's totally up to you. This is where it's going, this splishy splash piece here. Okay, so that's where it's going. So that's up to you how you want to do that. Okay, so that's your next piece. And then this striped piece right here, I'm using the same striped piece on the layout of Emma. And this little one is 1 by 5.5. You moved your inks and you can't find them, Carolyn. That's okay. You know how to do this technique now. It's super easy. So when you find them, you can do it, right? You can do it. So this little piece here is 1 by 5.5. We're going to tuck him up and under when we put him together. That's where it's going to go. So this is where these striped pieces, these are really handy for just putting a little pop of color, because I don't have a big space of it there, but it's enough to tie all of the colors together, right? So I'm able to see, and I can pull all the color from here. I can pull the color from here. So you can see got a bit of red in here, which tucks to this red and this red and this red. So putting in a little multicolored stripe is always really helpful when you're doing something that's got lots of different colors. It just really pulls everything together. So that little 1 by 5.5 piece right down in there. So get that one cut. And then I've got, so this one here, see this Love This? That is actually from our May printable. So that's one of those little border strips like this one. So like this on the summer printable, these little border pieces, that's what this is, but it was off the May printable, this Love This. So that, being that it's black and white, that's something that you can download and use a million times, right? You can even just cut out the little piece that says Love This with the hearts. You can use it on cards, all kinds of things. So that's where that came from. And then on the layout I'm gonna do of Emma, I'm going to use this one. This one says Staying Cool in the Pool. And this was from the collection of Bella. This is a Bella Boulevard collection that I'm using. And this was from one of their pre-printed sheets. So this guy is just a 1/2 inch by 10. And it's going to go right here. But that's where a really great, just a black and white strip, or anything that's black and white, washi tape, border, piece of pattern paper, whatever. Black and white is just really grounding. So that's where in the center there, it really kind of pulls everything together, because I've got a little bit of black and white in here with this little sticker and my journaling. And then I've got these little hand-drawn lines that I've got in here. So it just kind of pulls everything together. There's some little dots in my thickers up here. So that is that one, a 1/2 inch by 10. Okay. And then the last little bit here is just this little 2 by 2 pre-printed piece. So again, that could be a pattern paper. If you wanted to do a pattern paper and then put in a little embellishment in there, you could do that if you like. That guy's just a little flat in the corner. If you wanted to add this to be another 2 by 2 photo, you could do that too. So this little 2 by 2 is raised. This could be a little 2 by 2 photo, whatever you like. But this one, I've got this little pre-printed 2 by 2 card that I'm going to use. And then it's just your photos. So I haven't printed the photos for the layout I'm doing today, so I've just got the mats ready, because I'm going to mat the photos on M's. I didn't mat them on Alex's here. I just sanded the edge of my 2 3x4s and my 2 by 2. And in this one, I'm going to do, I've got 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 mats and 2 1/4 inch square mats. So that's what I'm going to use. And that's where those are going to come in here. So mine are going to be a little bit bigger on the one I'm going to do today. Okay. So let's go ahead and just start putting that together, because your base is for sure going to be dry by now. So I'm going to set this one off to the side, and then we'll just start putting all these bits together. Okay. So this piece, your 4 by 7, is just going to go down centered on your base. Okay. So get your base where you want it, whichever way. And you know what? I obviously did this way, but you could also do it this way too if you wanted. If you wanted to build it all through the center, that's totally an option as well. And so you can see the differences, hey? Like, so this one, I've got more dark on the edge. This one is really light and almost like I did it with a paintbrush. So it just depends on what tool you're using to adhere the ink, right? Okay, so 4 by 7. This guy's just going to get centered on my base. So go ahead and just add your adhesive to that one. And get that where you want it. Look at that, I am not even measuring. I'm just going, yep, that's where I want it. Stepping out of my comfort zone. Okay, that's your first one. The next one you're gonna do is that bigger piece. This one is the 2x11, which is this one right here. So that one I went and I have it centered side to side and centered top to bottom. Okay, I think on this layout, because I am matting my photos on this one, I want a little bit more space here, so I'm actually gonna move it down a little bit. And have it a little lower than center, but that's totally up to you, however you want to put that. But it's your 2x11, centered side to side, and then depending on where you want it in your layout. Okay, let's put that one down next. Then this one, your 4x4, this one is going to go over top and it's going to be more to the left. So I'm only about an inch in from the left edge of my base. Okay, I'm going to push that up just a little bit for you. So just about an inch in from the left, and it is overlapping. So because I'm matting this photo and it is going to be a little bit bigger, it's going to look different than what I have here. Okay, so just remember, so if you're not matting, I went right to the edge of my 4x7 and lined it up right to the edge of this 4x4. So it's totally up to you how you want to do that. If you want to line it up like this and have it flat and tucked down under the piece that we're going to overlay, you can totally do that. This one's going to look a little bit different for me because I am using a bigger piece. I do still want to bring it down because I want to see some of this pattern at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one flat, and then my photo is just going to go flat on top of that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that guy like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my 4x4 down. I think I'm going to bring him down just a little bit. There, just like that. Okay. Then you can start bringing in these pieces. Okay, so what I want to do first though, before you do all of the raising of this, we want to put this orangey colored one down. Okay, so that's the 1.5 inch by 9. Okay, so that's going to be this one, the 1.5 inch by 9, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I know I'm covering up some of this. I only wanted to see, I'm just going to see the bottom or the top part of the heart. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to go ahead and adhere this guy flat. I'm only going to see that little bit of the orange at the bottom. Okay, but that's going to be the piece you're going to go down next. So that's 1.5 by 9. 1.5 by 9. Okay. So overlapping all of these pieces. Then I'm ready for my sunglasses. Cute, right? So that is this piece, this splashy piece, and I raised this with 3D foam. So these two pieces are raised to 3D foam, which makes these raised and this raised. Okay, so this is the piece that we're going to put down now. Okay, so the 1.5 by 9, I've got mine that's just a 1/2 by 9, and I'm going to go ahead and raise that one up. So you can do however you like with your 3D foam. I always go either end, center, and then fill in the space. It's just kind of my little way that I like to do it. Everybody has their things. I just don't want my center sagging. Nobody likes a saggy center. Okay, so then I'm going to come in here. I'm going to do this just up a little bit because I'm wanting to cover the word, the pool on here. Okay, so I've raised that up right there just like that. And that's when I'm going to go ahead and start adding my pieces on top and underneath. So I still want to see my sunglasses, so I'm going to raise this, but I'm barely going to overlap the top. Okay, just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue along the bottom because it's just going to touch along the top of the sunglasses, and then I'm going to put a piece of 3D foam on this end because it is hanging off the end, and I know I'm going to need that support on that end. So that's where our trusty art glitter glue with our metal tip, that comes in handy for our narrow little pieces. So I'm barely even squeezing. And I'm just going to put this tiny little line on the bottom here. Okay, do not forget to put the pin in your art glitter glue metal tip as soon as you're done, because this glue dries so stinking fast. You'll dry yourself right out of your glue bottle. Okay, so I'm going to come right off the end here just to overlap this piece. And then I'm going to come along and I'm barely going to touch the top of the sunglasses. Just like that. And I'm just going to gently touch because I know that that glue is going to dry super quick. Okay, so just like that. We've got that piece of layer on there. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tuck my matching little stripey strip piece. So you see on here, it's just under here. I'm just going to tuck it up under. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back. Easy Runner is good. And I'm going to come up and I'm going to go right up under here. And that just gives me one more little layer. Okay, cute, just like that. Now I can go ahead and add my photos. So this one is overlapping and I've lined it up here. It's gonna be a little bit different on the one I'm doing today just because of that mat being a little bit bigger. And then my little 2x2 section over here. Okay, still good. Okay, you're working away like crazy. So I am going to overlap slightly. I'm not going to, because I'm not putting my photo down, girls, if you're ever doing this and you're not using your photos right away and you know you want to overlap, don't put adhesive in this corner, right here. So all I'm going to do is put my adhesive in this corner and on the bottom, because that way I can go ahead and lift this up, tuck my photo in here, then I can adhere it once I've got my photo. So I'm only going to put some 3D foam up in this corner, and I'm actually going to stick it on there because that would be helpful. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put some adhesive right here. So when I'm putting it down, I want to still be able to see a little bit of my sunglasses strip here. I want to be able to see this stripy strip under here. And I'm just going to go ahead here. I like to be careful of when I'm doing the words. I tend, if I can help it, I like to not cut a word off. So it's something that I try to do if possible. I think I'll go right here, there. And then that one is ready. And then this guy, this little 2x2 here, this little splish splash one here, I'm gonna go ahead and just stick this flat down there. Whoops, and I'm gonna throw my Easy Runner all over the place. I'm gonna stick this guy down in here. I'm gonna slightly overlap all of those bits. And then this piece, this is my little 2x2 mat. So 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 for my little photo. And I've got 3D foam on the bottom and my Easy Runner on the top so that I can match that there. Because this is a little bit bigger, so see how on this one I have a bit of this pattern showing underneath, and I've just moved up over here. Because this one's bigger, I'm not going to totally be able to do that. So I'm going to move this one down because I don't want to lose all my sunglasses. So I'm going to bring him down a little bit here, which means I'm going to just stick another piece of 3D foam so that my top doesn't fall. And I'm going to put that under here. And I think that that looks a little bit better just for the size of this photo. Okay, just like that. And then I'm ready. I can go ahead and put my photos on, and I can add my title up in here. And then this one, see, so this journaling, ladies, this is where I just do my black fine tip pen and my ruler. So I just come in here. And the fun thing about this, you know how like with journal cards, sometimes you get a little bit, you might have to cut your journaling down or whatever, just based on the size of the pre-printed card. This is a really fun way to be able to journal and then get exactly what you want to say in, because you can start with just a couple of lines. I always offset them, so one's a little bit shorter, one's a little bit longer. And then I start writing, and I'm like, oh, then I need another line for this. And oh, yeah, no, I want another line for this. And then you can just add as you go. And get your journaling all in the way that you want it. So that's just a super easy way to do some journaling right on top. And it looks really fun on a bit of an inked background. something that's a little bit more, you know, an easy way of mixed media, right? You're not delving into it completely, but this is just a really fun technique. It looks really pretty, and then you can journal right on top of it. Doing little lines like this on the edge of your corner just adds a little bit more visual interest. So I've got those just kind of capping up in the corner, and again, ties all that black in, which is really nice. So that is, again, same thing, just doing your lines in the corner, which I'm happy to do that right now. It's super easy to do. Again, when I start with my journal pen, always scratch it off onto a piece of scrap paper first before you go onto your project. That way, if your pen has dried a little bit in the cap, you're not gonna make a mess on your project. So come along there, come down here, and then same thing up in here. You know, they don't have to be like perfect or whatever. I know you're saying, yeah, but you like everything to be matching. Well, they do match, but you know, they don't have to be crazy. This one, I don't think I'm gonna do this corner. Maybe I'll just do this little corner here, because this one, there. And then what I did, what else did I do? You know, like you guys ask me lots about my journaling where there's all the dots, because I don't love my journaling, like my printing. So see how there's like dots on all the letters there? So that I come in with a bit of a wider tip black journaling pen, and that's where I do my dots. So I do them like kind of on all the points of the letters. So I'm going to do that on here, and then I'm going to come out just a couple. I'll go 2 there, another 2 there, and then same here. I'll point, do the dots on all of the ends of the lines, do a couple dots there and a couple dots there. Okay, just like that, super easy. And then that's going to work really well when I get my lines in here for my journaling down this bottom portion, and then I've got my title up in here. So that's it. Super easy, right? No stress at all with that, but something that's just really fun and different. And it doesn't mean that you have to get all crazy with the mixed media, or you might decide that this is something you really love and you want to delve into it a little bit further. For me, just a little touch of it every once in a while is really great. I love doing a little bit of it. I love pulling out my embossing folders and all that kind of thing. Let's move all this over here so you guys can see these. But I don't like to do it all the time. So it's just really fun to be able to pull out some of your basic supplies and then do something a little bit different. Has that been crooked the whole time, you guys? Good grief. There, so that's it. Just like that. Done. Any questions with that? Did anybody have any questions along the way that I missed? I'm sure I did. I promise you I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read all of your comments and reply to you. But I think that overhead view was probably good. Yeah, it was probably good for today to kind of really get to see that nice and close up. Even if you did miss my cute dress, that's okay. The point of the story was to learn how to do some really easy ink techniques, right? So there's your layout for today. I will post the scrap sheet a little bit later today. I'm actually going to be running out the door here. I'm going to do some fun things with the kids, but I will post that scrap sheet for you in the Facebook group. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, get over there and join. Like I said, get online, check out the summertime collection and the journal sheet, the new printed journal sheet. Grab those before they go. The washi tape. I still have a really good selection of the dotted Swiss cardstock, which is amazing. All of this, for those of you that have never used dotted Swiss, it's all that really fun texture. You can hear that. So there's tons of colors left in that. I've got some more cardstock I'm putting on the website this week, along with the 2 new Christmas collections as well. So those will all be online this week. And you can grab your summertime collection if you like. And I think that's it. And then the double workshop. Again, just a reminder, if you are going to do it, make sure that you get your registration in for that. And then the email for your kitting instructions, that's going to come out Tuesday afternoon. Okay? So I think that's all, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me and appreciating the overhead view. I am happy to do that for you. We don't have to, I don't have to do it the other way on Sundays. So maybe make comments and let me know if you liked that better, because I'm happy to do that too. So that is fine. It's all what's easiest for you girls. Okay, so I will see you Wednesday night. More cards here Wednesday night. And then I will not be here on Sunday. I'm going to be in a classroom with something like 40 women doing 5 doubles. And they're really cute, if I do say so myself. There's lots of photos on them. So anyway, thank you guys for spending your morning with me, or your afternoon if you're back east. And I will see you all soon. Okay, love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.